Okay. Okay. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Crimson Skies, and welcome to hopefully a new video series I stick with. It should be relatively easy to do, minimal editing, because the goal of this is to, I guess, see how many missions it would take, I guess, for a player starting with a brand new character. So my wife created this one, right? Except for the clothes. These are just starting standard clothes, but she made this character. She was like, "Oh, let me make it." So she made this one, and the goal is for this video series to basically just record every single mission I do, you know, and 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 then to see how many missions it would take for I'd say an average player. I wouldn't even call myself above average anymore. I'm kind of I've been struggling a bit as of late, so I'll just call myself an average player uh, to well get max rank. Right? How many missions does it take to get to the center of the lollipop? From those old lollipop commercials. I don't know if anyone would even remember that. Okay, well that's a terrible callback, I guess. But anyways, that's the goal. That's the goal. But I figured since I just created a brand new character, it's something that could be kind of maybe interesting to do before I showcase my mission, my first mission, which I haven't even done yet in this current recording, is maybe talk about the lore, uh, in the contacts that we deal with. Now, of course, nowadays, Wilson the Voice and Double B kind of just get outright skipped. Their entire purpose used to be the tutorial, where you do a couple of like dry run missions with like no opposition, and then when you complete them, that's when you would get the grenade and the ammo supply, and then you would get thrown into actual missions. But of course, they got rid of it and implemented the this tutorial system now, which I think kind of sucks. Well, I wouldn't say it sucks, right? Because the rewards are pretty nice. If you complete all of the basics, you get a permanent weapon, so that's pretty cool, right? But in terms of like the lore of the game, we lose quite a bit of it, right? You know, and how many new players even click on Double B, right, and read her lore? So, or the fact how many even realize Arlen Benjamin handpicked you and like is the one that referred you to Double B to kind of work your way up so that you can work with him, kind of thing. Like he handpicks you, like you're chosen by Arlen Benjamin to climb the ranks, kind of thing. So, I mean, that's kind of the stuff I wanted to talk about real quick. Is maybe Double B's lore, you know, and then also the emails that you used to get, which was Arlen Benjamin kind of like trying to teach you the basics of the game and stuff like that. It was really interesting stuff that's kind of gone now. You know, I don't know. It's just something that kind of bothers me. But I mean, of course, I've been playing since like 2009, so I guess it makes sense that concepts like this no longer in the game. It kind of sucks for new players because they'll probably never find it unless they look up the APB DB or something like that. But yeah, so let's talk about Double B, right? So Double B has kind of a fucked up story actually. So her storyline, I'm giving you the cliff notes, of course. You can read her bio. It's all in her bio, but she basically was a loner as a child. Her older brother was a really well-respected G King, who ended up like going to college or something. Like he became successful, right? And they gave him his blessing to lead the G Kings. I don't remember specifically what happens, but the G King's rival gang that isn't in the game, called the Barbarians, okay, uh, ends up killing the older brother. They end up killing the older brother, and so she goes through like a really traumatic thing because she watches it firsthand. She literally watches her brother get killed, and so she then goes and grabs a shotgun and then goes and kills the barbarians that killed his brother. And now she's like a super isolationist. She doesn't. She basically like is hardcore lone wolf, super uh, antisocial. Uh, and that's kind of like that's kind of as far as her story extends. Is she's just like a lot of G Kings are scared of her. You know, they don't know if she's just going to snap one day and kill everybody. Like it's kind of crazy. You know, she's borderline psycho. I think they even say that in here somewhere where they say that she's like a psychopath or a sociopath. Let me see if I can find the phrase. Yeah, the word sociopathic appears in it. So yeah, she's kind of a kind of scary. But Arlen Benjamin, and this is the stuff I want to talk about, right? So of course her background and who she is and kind of her place in the G Kings is obviously not. She's not involved in any operations. She's just kind of a known character within the G Kings that Arlen Benjamin recommends you to try to get your foot in the door so that you can work your way up to the G Kings. And that's the cool stuff that I think is really cool. How the literal, you know, the top dog of the G Kings, not to mention probably the coolest character in the game. In my opinion, the coolest character in the game. Okay, and so what I have here is I actually have the old emails you used to get. I had to pull up the DB, of course. I had to pull up the DB, you know. But like I said, it's really cool because she, you know, Double Beach is like, oh, Arlen asked me to give you this stuff, right? And then it's like, hey, as a new guy, uh, kind of gives you a bit of an introduction, talks a bit about Double B, and then um, goes over like tutorials and stuff, and then he goes over like, oh, well, you can also like commit crimes and like mug people and rob jewelry stores and stuff. And he goes over how to money launder. And then he recommends you to talk to like Terry Kwan, I think, right? Terry Kwan. Oh, it's up here. Wait, when does he recommend you to go speak to other people? I don't know. Anyway, I haven't. I don't know which one it was, but she basically recommends you, and then at one point, well, he recommends you, right? And at one point, he's like, oh, but also there's like a Blood Rose contact you could speak to if you also wanted, but I don't recommend that, you know? Which I think is really funny. I want to find it because I thought it was genuinely really interesting how he like mentions them, and then he's just immediately like, but you know what? You're better than that. Um, Let me see if I can find it because I genuinely thought it was really funny when he goes like that. Where did I read that? I think it's when he talks about cars, right? It would have to be this one then. With their team, count as double vehicle kills, shoot from combat position, one weapon loadout. No? What the fuck does he recommend it? I could have sworn. Oh, right here. First, you'll be working with Double B, who will show you the ropes and get you started with some gear. From then on, talk to Veronica if you want to get new weapons or modifications for yourself. If vehicles are your thing, talk to our girl Terry in Waterfront. There is a Blood Rose in Haviland that deals in vehicles, but don't deal with her. Those posers don't deserve you. I think that's funny as hell, man. It's funny. I think it's good stuff. He's my favorite character. I love Arlen. Arlen Benjamin's my favorite character. There's like three or four criminal contacts I really enjoy, and he's definitely one of them. Uh, but yeah, so that's kind of just the introductionary lore for criminals and some of the unfortunate omitted stuff that no longer is in the game, right? But was a fun bit of tidbit and kind of explains why you're just suddenly working for these people. You know, Arlen Benjamin recommended you, right? You know, the fucking head honcho himself was like, "Hey man, you know, you're pretty fucking awesome, but I can't work with you directly yet. You got to kind of go through a chain of command. So let me introduce you to Double B, baby." Anyways, but that's it. That's it for that. We'll get to the we'll get to the first mission. Okay, I'll see you in the mission. All right. Okay. Oh, one quick thing. One quick thing. Okay, because we're starting from the beginning, because we're starting from all that stuff, I have decided to not collect, you know, every single fucking weapon in the game that I own. So I did go through the 230 something emails I have and clicked on them at least, but I didn't claim any of them, right? Except for the starting ones that everybody gets, so like the +2 outfit capacity, because everybody gets those. That's not a unique thing. But then everything else, of course, I didn't just collect, except for the tutorial stuff to get the grenade and ammo supply. But because I'm kind of, trying to play it as like an overall general experience, I figure playing with what the in-game stuff offers you would make more sense, I guess. But that's that. Okay, we'll get to my first mission. We'll do my first mission now. Okay. Okay, mission number 1. Oh, baby, let's go. Start 556, obey APW. That's actually a standard setup for me, funny enough. But, okay, mission number 1. It is a big mission. Actually, I think I got called in as backup. Big silver matchup. We got Captain Valero on the enemy team. Okay. Oh, more backup. It's a big backup, man. Okay. I'm not really wanting to get out here. It's just not my cup of tea.
Hey, over here for Joker ammo! Take a joke around! Joker!
Okay. Dang, my team just like ripped them apart. Crazy. Is this a spray point? It is a spray point. I don't have a I don't have a spray point to put up here. Versus a team full of speds. Back off. I got the objective here. Oh no, I have the enemy base. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not fully paying attention, I guess. He's got the item. They're gonna run with it, I guess. That's kind of annoying. For a first mission, they're tryharding like that? That's nuts, bro.
When you need to take a Joker out, Joker ammo!
They might not wait for me. I don't think they know. I'll get my little starter car. That sucks. So they're probably gonna try to drag us away from the drop and then bring the drop back, or are they just gonna run with it? I don't know what their strategy is. How much time is left? 2.5 minutes? I guess it would make more sense to just run. I'm not sure where to go here. Once again, they might try to loop back around, which is what it looks like. But they were just trying to pull us all. Oh no, they're not. They went up on the highway. Okay, so they are literally just trying to waste time. That is an unfortunate first match, man. That's great. That's terrible. Big sad. Big sad. Big sad. Fuck. Yeah, not having hunting sites kind of rough. Looks like they wrecked or something. We might be able to catch them. Hey, as long as it kills the enemy player, I guess that's fine. I'll take a team kill. I'll take a team kill. Fuck, man, I'm like still on the bottom. I'm hoping to not be on the bottom, but it might be too late for that. We do need to get it on our drop. It's not looking like that's going to be an easy solution here. I'm going to go around. Okay. Not good. Fuck, I should have sprinted in. No. Okay, well that's that mission number 1, huh? Damn. That sucks. That sucks. 3, 5, and 2. 5 assists. It is rather interesting to see the overall kills. It feels like,
When you need to take a joker out.
well, in terms of
Joker
points, right?
ammo.
But I don't think points really counts because they get like 1,000 points for winning. Unfortunate, unfortunate. We did get 700, and for our standing, 1,400. 1,400 is pretty good because this guy got less standing than us.
Yeah, that's right. Joker ammo.
Okay. All right. Nice. Nice. That's mission 1, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Okay. Peace. Peace.